Hi, everyone. If you have a question, please raise your hand and we'll bring you into the room. First question, Steve Popper, Newsday.
Hey, Tom. Looked like you were playoff fiery there. Did you like the effort of the team too, or still see some of that needs to come?
Yeah, I mean, it's the first preseason game. So I thought for a first game, there was probably 40 pretty good minutes. Probably a little sloppy in the fourth quarter with turnovers and fouls. So that, and obviously this gives us a baseline so we can take a look at the film, make corrections and concentrate on our improvement. But I thought, the first half, third quarter, I thought guys shared the ball. I thought we played hard defensively. I thought the rebounding was pretty good. But, of course, there's always things that you could do a lot better, and that's where I want our focus to be.
Next question, Chris Eisman, The Record.
Tom, what did you think of the way that Obi played overall?
Good. First game, I thought very aggressive to start the game. Scored the ball. Then there was more attention on him. And that's the thing about the pro game is to read the game. The game will tell you the play to make. And so when the help comes, if there's two on you, and that's what you want, you're trying to get two on the ball to force the defense to collapse. And then once that happens, if we have the right spacing, we should be able to get high percentage shots off of that. So sometimes you beat them with your scoring, sometimes you beat them with pass, and you have to understand that. So I think and obviously for his first game, I thought he did a lot of good things, and he saw like when things work a certain way in the first half, sometimes it's different in the second, and you have to read that as well. But overall, very good. I loved his aggressiveness.
Next question, Ian Bagley, SNY.
Tom, what did you guys see from Nerlens over the past week that kind of led you to having him in this starting lineup, and what did you see from him tonight?
Well, I just think, the rim protection is, elite, and then the finishing at the basket. And I've been very pleased with Mitchell as well. So I think when you have two bigs that are like that, it's a big bonus. And they're very similar. And so I'm not sure right now who I'm going to start, but I like both of those guys, and we're going to need them both to play well as a team.
Next question, Mark Berman, New York Post.
Hey, Tom. I think the Pistons committed like 22 turnovers. I think they shot around 32%. I mean, you're a defensive-minded coach, and you had to be pleased there. And what was the best thing that you saw out there from your guys on that end?
Well, I think just the effort, and it's a first preseason game, so I don't want to read too much into it. It was good to go against a different opponent. We've been going against each other for a week now, and so I think the players were looking forward to that type of challenge, and it also tells you where you are. But and we were high turnover as well, and I think that's not uncommon at the start of the preseason. And obviously, that's something that we have to correct ourselves. And I thought, they had some unforced errors, and they also had some good shots that they missed. And we have to have an awareness of what's going on in the game in terms of where we are foul-wise, in terms of the bonus, who's on the floor, what is their strength. When you have a lead, how do you play with the lead? You got to play tough with the lead and have an awareness that you don't want to foul and you don't want to give up open threes. And so those are things that we obviously have to improve upon.
Next question, Mike Vorkunov, The Athletic.
Hey, Tom. What did you think of RJ tonight, and then especially kind of the difference in the two halves for him, 2 of 10 to start, and I think 5.
Yeah, him getting downhill was really good. I thought, he missed a couple bunnies right at the start, but I liked how he very aggressive on the first play of the game, all the way to the rim. And then once he settled down, he finished a couple. Then I think the basket became bigger. As long as he takes good shots, I like that he can get into the paint the way he can. And that one of the things that we want to emphasize is the rim reads. Is when that second and third defender come, we want to make the right play. Like the game tells you the play. You can't predetermine what you're going to do. If there's 3 people on you, just spray it out and hit the open man. And I thought we did that quite a bit for 3 quarters. We got good penetration, and then we also got some good scoring opportunities out of the post with our cuts. And so I think how you play off the ball is important, and that's something that we want to continue to work on. But overall, I thought his aggressiveness was good. Probably as a team, I didn't like the fouling in the fourth quarter.
Our last question comes from Steph Bondi, Daily News.
Hey, Coach. So I guess it was like almost 2 years since you last coached. What was it like for you getting back out there? Is it like riding a bike almost?
I don't know if it's like riding a bike when you look at, you're in an NBA arena with no fans. So it was strange, but it was great. I told several people this. It's great to be back in the gym, practice. Obviously, I love practice, but I love competition, and just to be out there and in a game situation, was great. But I think it also is a reminder, of how serious the COVID thing is when you're looking out and you don't see any fans.